Welcome back. Today is a special day here at Michele on Your Shoulder. It's Wednesday, but not just any Wednesday. It's Wacky Wednesday, and it kicks off Wacky Witchy Writers Wednesday. And today's segment is in honor of my friend Fiona. Fiona is my writing buddy, and I credit Wacky Witchy Writing Wednesdays to her. So a big shout out to Fiona, who lives in Vienna, Austria, with our first Wacky Wednesday book. Let's go. Wacky Wednesday by Dr. Seuss. Now this is one of his old ones, and he used the name Theodore Lessig. Also, there are some crazy things going on here. So we're going to read the book twice today. The first time, let's see if you can find all the craziness. If you can't, don't you worry. I'll help you out on the second reading. Okay? Now let's go. Wacky Wednesday. It all began with that shoe on the wall. A shoe on a wall? Shouldn't be there at all. Then I looked up and I said, oh man. And that's how Wacky Wednesday began. I looked out the window and I said, gee, more things were wacky. And I saw 3. Do you see 3? I went down the hall and I said, hey, 3 more things were wacky today. Do you see them? In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. Okay, now one of those is pretty easy to spot. I began to dress. Then I said, wow, 4 more things were wacky now. I looked in the kitchen. I said, by cracky, 5 more things are very wacky. I was late for school. I started along, and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. Can you find all 6? And then 7 more. Now, a couple of these might be hard to spot, but you keep looking. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said, nothing is wacky around here but you. But look, I yelled, 8 things are wrong here at school. Nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. I ran into school. I yelled to Miss Bass, look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class. Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out, said Miss Bass. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Boy, the numbers are getting bigger. 10 things on these pages. Then I counted 11. 11 more. Then 12 worse things. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. I'm sorry, patrolman. That's all I could say. Don't be sorry, he smiled. It's that kind of a day. But be glad, Wacky Wednesday will soon go away. Only 20 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them and then you can go back to bed. Can you find all 20 things on these 2 pages? Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. Okay, so now bonus. Wacky Wednesday. Let's start this over. It all began with that shoe on the wall. A shoe on a wall shouldn't be there at all. That one was easy. You can see the shoe on that wall. Then I looked up and I said, oh man, that's how Wacky Wednesday began. Now we have a shoe on the ceiling. I looked out the window and I said, gee, more things were wacky, and I saw 3. Okay. Middle of the hose here is missing, but yet the sprinkler is still going. Look at the bananas are growing upside down on an apple tree. And then look, a worm is chasing a bird. Yikes! I went down the hall and I said, hey, 3 more things were wacky today. Okay. Can you find them? Look at the candy cane for a leg. The door has 2 doorknobs. And one of the picture frames is upside down. Look, that one's easy to miss. In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. Okay, this is pretty easy to spot. It's a coconut tree growing out of, well, a palm tree. I'm not sure if it's a coconut tree. A palm tree is growing out of that toilet. That's one. And then we have this, the tap. It's going upside down. And, oh, there's a fish in a bottle. And look, someone's wearing a sock in the shower. I began to dress, then I said, wow, 4 more things were wacky now. Okay, this would be kind of unsafe for a chair, don't you think? And look at the shoe that's attached to the bed. And then here, the clock numbers are upside down. And now we have another shoe on the ceiling. I looked in the kitchen. I said, by cracky, 5 more things are very wacky. Did you see this? Look at that. Look at that. Who's holding up that refrigerator? And look, that cup is hanging in mid-air. And it looks like they're trying to have umbrella soup. And did you see this? A chunk of that table is missing. And then here we've got a mouse is chasing the cat. Pretty crazy, huh? I was late for school. I started along and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. Okay, the window of a yellow house have switched places. And The door of the pink house is missing. The window isn't attached to a house. And there is a tree growing in the, oh, that was cut off a little bit. There's a tree growing out of a chimney. And there's a tiger in this woman's carriage. But here's the really funny one. Look, the driver is in the back seat. Kind of comfortable looking though, huh? And then 7 more. Okay, look at this. The house is missing, or it's been painted in invisible ink maybe. The sun is green. And look, part of that telephone pole is missing. It's just hanging there. And look, one of the wheels on the car is missing, and the passenger is walking. It's like a Flintstones car. And look, he's wearing a shoe on his head for a hat. And there's a bird in that shoe. And then the stop and go is a little weird. It's inverted there. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said, nothing is wacky around here but you. Okay, did you spot this? Look, she has no neck. And look, she has no legs. But look, I yelled, 8 things are wrong here at school. Nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. Okay, let's start at the top. Look, there's a turtle in the tree. A shoe is hanging from the tree. And look, they misspelled for. The for sale sign, it's fur instead of for. And there are tigers in George Washington School. And look, they misspelled school. S-C-H-O-U-L instead of S-C-H-O-O-L. And the stars and stripes are backwards on the flag. And, okay, can you spot any others? Oh, there's a shoe on top of the flagpole, and the flagpole is just missing a chunk in the middle. And I think that's it. Okay, on to the next one. I ran into school. I yelled to Miss Bass, look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class. Okay. Miss Bass is wearing roller skates. That's kind of fun to do nowadays, though, huh? One of the Sutherland sisters is standing on a student, and the student has no seat. This one is sitting backwards. And this one has a beard. This one has no head. And this one that says George Washington is a picture of Abraham Lincoln. Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out, said Miss Bass. Okay, George Washington's name is spelled wrong as Washington. It should be an N at the end of that. And this time, instead of George Washington, it's Ulysses S. Grant. And let's see. A mouse is chewing on the telephone cord, which goes through a plant, which finally goes to the telephone. And okay, I think that's it for now. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Okay, now see, it's getting harder, isn't it? Part of the flag is missing. No stars. Someone is walking an alligator out of school. And oh, the flagpole has a shoe at the bottom. And let's see. Oh, look at that. The building is floating above ground. And look, he's riding the horse the wrong way. George, that must be George Washington, riding his horse the wrong way. And oh, a man is sitting on a bench in the pond. And okay, oh, tree with a shoe on it. An old woman is pushing a carriage on top of the limo. And oh, there's a shoe on top of the limo right here on the hood. And then this fun one, look at the giraffe. There's a giraffe coming out. Then I counted 11. Okay, again, for sale is still misspelled. Should be F-O-R. And look at this. There's a tree coming out of that carriage. And there's an alligator in that one. Oh, and look at this tree with the yellow leaves. Oh, and this one has a chimney. And oh, the door is pointed sideways. There's a shoe on top of that smoke. And oh, this one has a ski on it. And oh, this one has no wheels. It's kind of hard to see them. Okay, I think we've got them. Oh. Okay. Then 12 worse things. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. Okay, we've got an airplane flying backwards. So you can tell by the little lines there. A door in the middle of the sidewalk. And the wheels. And the wheels have shoes in this carriage. And look, a tiger is pushing the carriage in this one. And oh, lady's shoes are following her. And oh, this stroller is upside down. That carriage is upside down. And this one, the baby is pushing her grandmother in the carriage. And oh my goodness, look at all those babies in that carriage. Oh, okay, the pig has chicken feet. And oh, the cow has no head but 2 tails. And oh, the bridge is missing here. I'm sorry, Patrolman, that's all I could say. Don't be sorry, he smiled, it's that kind of a day. But be glad, Wacky Wednesday will soon go away. Only 20 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them and then go back to bed. Okay, let's find those 20. Okay, the highway is going up to the sky. There are two suns. Look at that house floating in air. And oh, a car is flying in midair. And part of a tree is missing. I don't see that one. Oh, there it is. Look, there's the missing tree. Oh my goodness. And look at the houses stacked on top of each other. And oh, there's no carriage. There's a baby, but there's no carriage. And oh, there's an airplane on the highway. And the chimney is floating. There is a tree with a wheel. I don't see. Oh, there we go. A tree with a wheel. And a bush with a shoe. And the man is sitting on the bench upside down. And this woman has no head. And the woman in blue is sitting while she's pushing the carriage. And the red carriage doesn't have any wheels either, but look at those little baby feet. And let's see, what else do we have? We've already got that one. There is a fish. The fish is fishing the man. Look, the fish is fishing the man. And, oh, Patrolman McGann has 3 legs. Okay, I think we got it. Oh, the pig has no feet. Had chicken feet before and now has none. No hooves. Phew, that was a wacky book. Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. Whew, that was a wacky one. Okay, thanks for listening to this one. That was fun finding all of those. And I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, because all kinds of things happen on Wednesdays, and you don't want to miss any of them. And if you liked this video, please click on that thumbs up for me. Okay, have a wacky Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Cat in the Hat. You don't want to miss that.